Good morning, friends. Tom right here from Right Blade Works, and we got something a little unusual for you today. You know the drill. I make them, work on them, whatever. Put up the videos. You get to do your comments, say what a wonderful guy I am, or just read me out. What we have today here is something very unusual. A lot of people may not be familiar with them. They call these RPKs. Supposedly it stands for Russian prison knives. I don't know if that's somebody came up with or whatnot. The old rumor I had always heard was that these were the kind of knives that they would have guys make in Russian prisons, things like that, to help them pay their way, make money, whatever, that they would be sold, kind of like your slave labor thing. I have serious doubts whether that's actually true, only because it just seems pretty crazy for the level of craftsmanship and some and whatnot that you get with some of these things. But you never know. It makes for a good story. These are not mine. These are owned by a client. These were modified for him. Originally, these came with scales that are made from, I believe it's Bakelite or something like that. It's some kind of plastic material. But this stuff, just this kind of brown plastic stuff. Not that that's bad, but it's just, not particularly fancy. And these knives are ridiculously ornate. They're very, very well made. I believe these are made by somebody who goes by the name of Master A. I don't know if that's true or if that's a real person or just some kind of nom de plume or whatever the heck it is. I don't know. But that's what I was told. And I've seen these kind of things floating around before. You don't see them that often, and these are probably one of the nicest examples I've ever seen of this type of knife. They're beautifully engraved, really, really nicely made ones. Now, these, as you can tell, this one we did cross-cut Mammoth Ivory on, really pretty. I had some nice stuff that had a really nice amber tone to it, and I thought that would look really good in there. Let's get this thing opened. There we go. And you can see the blade on this. It's really gorgeous. Hollow ground blade, almost like a scimitar kind of thing. And it's engraved right onto the blade. Unusual mechanism they put in this. It's a button, obviously, deployment up top. There's a coil spring underneath each of the cover plates that's on here that drives it. And it's, button opens it and button unlocks it, But these things lock up incredibly solid. But no, I want to do something really nice. Originally, we were going to do Mammoth on both of these, Mammoth tooth, but the pieces that we had were not big enough for this. So decided we go a little bit different and do the Mammoth Ivory on one side, or excuse me, on both sides here. And you can see actually the dark lines here. That's where they stabilize the Mammoth with resin. That just helps keep it strong and whatnot. And when you're using this kind of stuff, I actually had to put little G10 liners underneath. It helps strengthen it, so it's a little bit more workable because, it is a natural material. It is subject to expansion, contraction to a degree. Not as much as if it wasn't stabilized, but, you still have to be a little bit careful. Not the easiest stuff to work with. Although Mammoth Ivory is not so bad. Mammoth Tooth, much worse. Much, much more difficult to work with. Anyway, this one, I think it came out really beautiful. I think he's going to love this one. This is the smaller of the two. Now, the larger one here, this one's kind of nifty. This one is actually Mammoth Molar. He provided the molar for this. And you can see just an absolutely gorgeous pattern. Really, really pretty. A lot of nice browns and stuff in there. Once again, it's stabilized with black resin, G10 liners underneath, and I think it came out fantastic. It's really eye candy. This is some nice looking stuff. But what's cool about this one, let's open this up here. Whoa, that goes. That's got a kick to it. What's cool, this one, you can see the blade is much longer than the handle. So it's got a folding piece here that closes up when you open it, and this provides the guard for the blade so that you don't stick yourself or cut it yourself while it's in your pocket, whatever. But these are getting shipped back out today. Actually, maybe tomorrow. It depends. I'm trying to remember if I brought the other mammoth. I got to send this. I got to send some spare mammoth tooth back with this one because the one piece we couldn't use. But anyway, I just figured to show these off. These are unusual. You don't see these around that much. This isn't like your run-of-the-mill Italian or whatnot. Um, so I figured you get to take a look at these things and enjoy them before they get sent off. And hope you did. Once again, you got any questions, concerns, you're wondering how it was done, whatnot, feel free to drop me a line. I'm more than happy to answer questions on this kind of stuff. Um, I won't say it's super complicated, but it's definitely not nearly as easy as doing scales on other knives. There's a lot of little finicky fitting and whatnot that has to go on. Um, it's definitely a little bit more of a pain in the butt factor. If you were going to say, hey, on a scale of 1 to 10, well, I would put these at about a 6 to a 7, whereas, doing scales on like an Italian would probably be in the 3s to 4s. So, yeah, it's definitely more difficult. But as you can see, really, really beautiful stuff when it's finished. And if you're careful and do it right, it's just spectacular. So hopefully he enjoys these. They're going to go back in his collection. And as I said, you guys got questions, comments, anything like that, shoot me a line, and I'll be happy to tell you what I can. Once again, Tom Wright, Right Blade Works. Have a great day. Love you guys. Take care.